It's 100% free to Realty One Group agents, and it's a live concierge service for your clients. And it could be your clients that are currently in escrow or your clients such as your past clients. And what I mean by concierge service is a platform that can essentially, these live concierge people work with your clients for vendors to set up like their internet, their trash, and all that. And it's for the life of their home, their transaction. So it goes beyond their transaction. And why that's beneficial to you as an agent is because one, your client will always have a live representative working and or helping them with utilities and vendors. And when I say live, I do mean live. It's not like a call center. It's essentially a person. And another benefit to that, it's always going to be the same person because they are assigned a single representative for them. So for example, if they were assigned someone named Mo, every time they reach out to the concierge service, Mo will be greeting them. And it goes with beyond the transaction, it goes with them forever. So it's 100% live concierge service. And on top of all that, it's always constantly branded to you, which helps you retain your rapport and always keep front in mind for your clients when you say, when people say you got to work your database, you got to touch your past clients. This is another way to do that while providing value and help. So here you see I have a PDF open on my screen that has a brief intro into the Move Easy. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paste these PDFs in the chat so you guys have access to them yourself. You can look it up right there. Also, another one here, you can see this is another brief overview of exactly what it is. So your personal concierge for life provided for free by Realty One Group. So here you can see here that once essentially the process of Move Easy is it's synced up with your Sky Slope system. So how it's I think I have someone in chat. Let me just let them in real quick here. So how it's synced up with your Sky Slope system is once you have a transaction, or once you have a transaction that gets into escrow, Move Easy, it automatically sends a notification to Move Easy, which then Move Easy will actually send you an email and say, hi, John, within 48 hours, we will be sending an email to your client, depending on buyer or seller, doesn't matter, about our Move Easy concierge service that's free for life. If you don't want this to happen, click here. You can stop that email from going on, but for the most part, it's automatic. And so they'll let you know, just let your client know that's coming from you, and that they'll be establishing that. Now that email is also branded to you as well. So you'll get a kind of a generic looking, a boilerplate email, but it has your branding, like your headshot and all that. So here are some of the things you get with Move Easy Concierge Service. So as you can see here, it says home is under contract, seller and or buyer. So this starts the process and the checklist. You have mortgage, home warranty, insurance, moving, mail forwarding, which a lot of people forget, driver's license swap, especially if you're going from out of state or changing states, landscapers, plumbing, painters, internet, TV, you name it. Pretty much any vendor is going to be there. Now, if you don't have any vendors, Move Easy will automatically go ahead and search some for you, for your clients, and they do the vetting for them. They want to make sure that it's a good, reputable company. It's got great reviews. They vet the companies, so you can have some peace of mind as to if you don't have any vendors, Move Easy does for you. And it goes with them for the whole life. Now another feature they just introduced is now you can actually attach it to your Amazon Echo. If you have any Amazon stuff like that, you can do the voice activated stuff. But that's kind of fluff. Doesn't really provide any extra help, but it's a cool little feature. So I'm gonna actually come over here into the Move Easy platform. So here is essentially the homepage dashboard. How to access this is you log into your one zone right here, right? Log in, and you go to one login, which brings you to this tab, and you'll see Move Easy right here. It might be different from depending on agent to agent, but this is what it looks like. Move Easy, Move Management. So once you click that, you come over to the dashboard, which is this area right here. I'm actually at my profile. Let me just come back to the home page here. I don't really have clients in here because I'm not an agent, so usually just shows up through clients. But what we're going to do is I'll run through the profile area just to make sure that everything is set up how I want it to be. So here you'll double check if your email address is correct. You want to have your DRE number, company name, contact information, headshots, logos, things of that nature. Pretty basic profile type-esque material. Well, we come back to the clients. I want you to see here is you can invite your new clients. So not only do you have the automated voice, the mail going out, but if it's your first time using it, you can actually invite clients to the program, to Move Easy as well. Not only that, they're actually rolling out an addition to this. So some agents might have this, some might not yet, but you also have the option to invite your past clients. Yes, that is correct. It still will be free for them and yourself with your past clients. Now, if you don't have that feature yet, you'll just email help@moveeasy.com or help desk. Actually, you know what? I have to get the correct email address. I don't remember it exactly. So let me get the correct one for you guys, and I'll actually send that to you in just a minute afterwards. This is all set. You do have the option to invite them, for example, and then get the whole vendor stuff. You have email content settings. So this is kind of the boilerplate thing that it looks like, right? So it says, Giancarlo Taylor invites you to a free movie concierge. It'll be your name, right? Welcome to your personal relocation assistant provided by Realty One Group. You can change this all up. You can add your own verbiage, make it, connect to the client, and spruce it up to kind of how you talk. You have buying, listing, and here is your edit past client invite email. So as you see here, I already have the email set up, but I don't have the invite past client on right here. So I'll have to email the help desk and ask them to add it to my profile or dispute them. If you guys have your clients, right, so you have multiple clients, you can actually come to the spot right here, which Find My Clients Concierge Connect. So essentially is your client, this will be the spot where you can see what concierge assistant is attached to your client. It's representing them. Once they have it here, you get the information of the concierge name, email, contact, phone number, invited on, and when to resend. So you actually get contact information for your concierge. So if there's some issues going on, you can actually reach out to them. You can reach out to your concierge and say, hey, touch base with my client. They have a question, which they will do that for you. And if you have a missed transaction, it will show up right here. So let's go jump into the add edit vendors and the view my vendors platform. So we'll jump into view my vendors. This is kind of the important part. This is what it is here. So essentially right here is you can actually add your own vendors that you've done work with in the past. If you feel like they're a good representation, they're reliable, vendors that you would feel comfortable recommending. You can upload them onto here, whether it be mortgage, insurance, title companies, alarm, attorneys, automotive repair. The list goes on and on and on and on. As you can see here, I'm scrolling through. So if your client were to come on here, you can essentially see that they have this huge library of database that you can add or will be automatically there for you. So let's just test if I click Home Inspector. Let's see here. Click here to find vendors. It might be kind of wonky since I'm not connected as an agent. So let's see. I know that on the client side that they get a different looking thing, and I'll bring up like a couple of them. So I'll jump to the client side, but you actually have the option to add your own vendors there for yourself. Here, if you see here, you can see this is a spot where you can add and edit vendors. You can do My Vendors, which will show you a dashboard of the vendors you've added. You add a single vendor, which will tell you, okay, what kind of vendor is it? You can add logo, contact information, websites, location, city, et cetera, et cetera. You can add multiple vendors, which you can do as a CVS file, which is nice. Because if you've been building a checklist or a vendor for yourself in the previous transactions, you can upload them on here as well. Be pretty simple to use. You also have the option to create a custom checklist. Now, this is a standard checklist that will be sent to your clients that gives them information about a couple critical dates that takes place before moving, or however they're going about. So arrange for babysitters, truck rentals, et cetera, et cetera. You can take a look at this. You can add a checklist. You can edit a checklist, which is all right here. You can delete it. gives you time as to when this all takes place, showing 1 of 10 to 55 entries. So if I click here, you can see that there's quite a bit of checklists that will be sent to your client. So that's pretty cool. It also helps them and makes sure that, it feels like, hey, my realtor is checking up on me. He provided me a checklist. They provide me a checklist that keeps me up to date and in line of critical dates that's happening. On top of, everything that's going on with escrow. And sometimes it gets a little overbearing. So having a checklist will help that as well. And again, it's all this is branded to you as well. Here you can access, find utility providers, which again might be a little different since I'm considered an admin. But if I type in Camarillo, California, right, for example, here is a small list of utility providers. Edison phone website. So check that out right there. California Fast. And I think, I'm not sure if it does anymore, but that's nice that I brought that up for you. And you can check that out. Here, profile and account settings is pretty much the same thing we talked about earlier. Then we have email analytics as well, which is nice because you can actually come in here and check to see if your client is working with the concierge service, if they're opening their emails, if they're taking a look, and then they're taking advantage of it. So what I'm going to do here is I actually have a couple of videos that I want to show you guys, which is essentially another addition as to what is the Move Easy software platform. So here is the point of view of a client, for example. I'm going to just expand this here. So bear with me as I...
Introducing Realty One Group Concierge, a concierge for life service that helps you manage all your moving and home management needs in one place. Complete all moving tasks with your online dashboard, including finding the right moving companies, filing your change of address without going to the post office, as well as keeping a track of your move with the help of a week-by-week interactive moving checklist. You can even use your concierge on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device.
Alexa, launch Realty One Group Concierge.
Hi, Jess. Welcome to your Realty One Group Concierge. How can I help you?
Help me find a painter.
Your Realty One Group Concierge has found the following one painter your agent Kathy Allen recommends. Would you like me to have them call you?
Yes.
Prefer talking to a live human? Your Realty One Group Concierge comes with a dedicated concierge that can help with your move and home management, saving you time and money, helping you set up utilities, as well as walking you through internet, cable TV, home security options, and scheduling. Your service doesn't end with your move. Need a cleaner after your move or planning a kitchen remodel in the next 6 months or 6 years? Simply call your concierge, access it online, through your voice-activated devices, or on the mobile app. Realty One Group Concierge, your concierge for life.
Okay, so going back to that, there's a couple of things that they did bring up that I forgot to mention. They just recently launched the Realty One Group Concierge app, so you do actually have that in application form as well, which if I scroll back, you can see a brief overview of what that looks like. Now, here's a good video because it actually shows you what it looks like on the client aspect. For example, here's what your email will look like once it gets sent to your client. So you see that if you'll have your branded profile information at the top here with your headshot and your logo. This is essentially what it looks like, and you tell them to get started. Let's forward just a bit here, and it goes through a checklist and service utility of what exactly they need help with. Again, this is on the client aspect. So at the top, I want you to see that is still branded to you. Ease of access. So you can ask for insurance, professional movers, utilities. Essentially, it gives you a checklist, right? So you can go step by step by step to make sure it's all taken care of. What I love about this is that they mentioned that the Move Easy representative will actually help them with all of it, and they can call them at any time and access that help. So here is this is what the checklist looks like. This is a brief overview here. You're moving in 6 weeks and 2 days. So it gives them a cool little countdown, right? Again, branded with the Realty One Group, aesthetics, colors, logos, everything you name it. Here you give some brief overview of where they're moving to. You're moving with a car, kid, a dog, couple, moving tasks, get moving quotes. Here is a list of moving companies, 3 of them, right? For example, that it provides for them in that area. So you have Republic Moving Storage, Atlas Transfer, Sullivan Moving Storage Company. It's all provided to them by the concierge service. Well, let's jump forward here a little bit more. You can see here that it says choose your movers. Again, that's what the client's looking at. And here it is. Now you also have a moving checklist, which is what I was talking about earlier in the video. Again, so you can see add a new task, inform my neighbors by date, add tasks back to your dashboard. This is all on the client side. So to come forward a little bit more, this is what the checklist look like. And it actually will tell them if it's essential, right, or overdue, like moving quilts. Yeah, that's essential, right? That's pretty important spot where stuff like create school records, maybe not so important. W4th to the 10th, 11th to the 17th, 18th to the 24th. It's all housed within the Move Easy Concierge service. I have a chat here option. Can we get this video sent out to your clients? Absolutely, Michelle. Yes, we can. Actually, going to provide you a link right now.
Interactive moving checklist.
Let me jump out of here. What I would do is this might not be the best video.
All the hard stuff they can find you a pediatrician.
Or maybe will. There is more to this, so you might have access to it depending on how you want it. You can download it and snip it, but I'm going to give you all the information right here. So here is the help email. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to copy this email address, and I'm going to paste in the chat here. Give me 1 second. So there is the email. And so here is the, I'm gonna give you the link, but how to access this as well is if you go to your one login page, if you go to the resource guide, the one resource guide, which everyone has access to, core products, you'll see exactly what core products we have and tutorials for it. And you scroll down, here is the Move Easy section, which is where I got into, which is where you can access stuff, PDF, videos, all right here. So here is the link for this video. I'm copying it. I'm going to paste it in the chat right now. Oh, geez, I sent that to as a direct message. Let me send that to everybody. That would be awesome, right? Here is the link. And I'm gonna get that email address and paste it in the chat as well for the help desk for Easy, just like that. So everyone should have access to that. Now you see here, they also have more in-depth tutorials. It's coming from the Move Easy aspect, which is something I would highly recommend. If there is a video right here as well, which I'm gonna give you access to, it is a replay of the Move Easy Concierge service given by a Move Easy representative, so you can see the full aspect of this as well. And some questions I would ask. So here's a brief kind of like just come through. She's going through the whole process about the app, email, everything right here. I'm also going to be providing you the link as well to that. As much as I love doing Tech Tuesday, I'm kind of like the jack of all trades, but the specialty of none. So I know exactly to hear from the horse's mouth essentially would be much better. So you have access to that right there. Now, if you guys are watching this on a recorded webinar, you can find everything here within the core products, but you can also email me for a quick link as I know where to access it, and I'll send that to you guys, no problem. But essentially, that is the Move Easy platform. Let me escape out of full screen here. The Move Easy Concierge platform, which is concierge, again, for free. It does all that for free. That's for you and your clients, and it's for the life of them. So it really helps you separate yourself from the competition as to provide that to your clients and get in touch with them more and more and more. So right now I'm going to actually open up the chat here. If you guys have anything to questions, you can type it in chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask, and I'll hopefully be able to help you with that. But again, this is recorded, and I will be uploading it to our Facebook and our YouTube page, and you can always email me if you have questions after this as well. Okay. One of the steps I would recommend is definitely go into Move Easy and kind of play around with it. It gets pretty in depth. So honestly, it's a really awesome platform. I highly recommend you take a look and check out exactly what it has to offer for you, because I don't know, I think that if you're an agent, you have so much going on already that if you had another a representative to help your client with utilities and stuff, that would take a lot off your plate and a peace of mind for you and your client as well. So again, feel free to email me with any questions. Check out Move Easy. I have the links in the chat there for everything I talked about today, which you will be able to access. And that was it for today's Tech Tuesday. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, awesome rest of your week. And I will see you next week on Tech Tuesday. Take care.